All right, it's time for the Cybertruck Roundup.
Yeehaw! The Cybertruck Roundup.
So as we reported last week, version 12.5.5 of full self-driving has come to Cybertruck. And by the way, Mark Cuban, it's not full service driving.
You can't do that with full service driving yet.
And unlike Mark Cuban, who owns a Tesla but won't use FSD because he's afraid of it.
I have, but I stopped using it just because it terrified me. Because it doesn't know what adversarial things it doesn't know. Because you know anything that's adversarial, that something it has to train on something it's seen, and it's not smart enough to figure out what it hasn't seen and whether or not it's a risk. And I've said this before. My 4-year-old mini Australian Shepherd, I can put it in a risky situation to cross the street and trust it'll get across the street no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be pre-trained. You can't do that with full service driving yet.
Wow, we got a lot to unpack here, and you know what? We'll unpack it on this week's Patreon bonus stories.
But suffice to say, we got FSD in our Cybertruck last week, and we are not terrified like Mark Cuban is, so we've been testing it nonstop, and it is incredible. City streets, tough intersections, road construction, getting on the highway, getting off the highway, parking lots. It's been amazing. I've done 45-minute drives with tons of traffic and no interventions. I've also intervened a couple times, and we'll go into all that on PBS this week. So if you want to support us and get all your Patreon bonus stories every week for just $1 a month, then please join us on patreon.com/nowyouknow. Link is down below in the comments. And again, it's easy for the media and Wall Street analysts to spin Tesla's Q3 results as negative and get all fuddy, but I'd like to compare Cybertruck deliveries in Q3 to Rivian's deliveries.
Thank you to Whole Mars Catalog for this post. That pretty much says it all.
Yeah, Q3 2024, Rivian's R1S plus their R1T plus their van deliveries was 10,018.
Tesla's Cybertruck deliveries, 16,915.
Cybertruck alone is bigger than Rivian's entire business and will be profitable first.
So you have Rivian, which has been working on their R1T for years, and they released the R1T 2.5 years ago. And Cybertruck is in the first year of production, and it has already surpassed Rivian and their entire lineup.
We have now had our Cybertruck for 5 months. We have road tripped with it. You've gone camping with it, with the Cyber10. We've hauled lumber with it. We're now testing FSD on it. I have driven all of Tesla's vehicles so far, except for the Semi. And I just got to say, now that I really feel like I've experienced this vehicle, it is my favorite Tesla vehicle yet. I love the 4-wheel steering. I love the responsiveness. I love the bed, the tonneau cover, the power outlets, the fact that soon it's going to be able to power share with the house, power our house, thanks to Smart Charge America. We can't wait to bring you all that content. But I didn't want to gush over the Cybertruck on the first day. Just like with all our other electric pickup trucks, I wanted to put them through their paces first. And there are even more things to test because
winter is coming.
Yeah, we're excited to show you how the Cybertruck handles our northeast snowstorms.
I want to see if we can get a snowplow on it.
I want to get a camper or two and show you all of that.
And I can't wait to start towing our solar mobile trailer all over the place. There's so many fun things I want to do with Cybertruck and you, Jesse.
Me too.
Now, I want to go back to the point that might have been missed in the Whole Mars post, right? The part about Cybertruck will be profitable first, because I think it's important to remember that Rivian still has negative margins on every vehicle they sell.
Yeah. As of Q3 of this year, which is the last one, Rivian was losing approximately $35,000 on every sale.
And while we don't know what Tesla's profit margins are on Cybertruck yet, I do strongly believe that with Tesla's vertical integration and unrelenting focus on manufacturing efficiency, the Cybertruck will be profitable very soon. And that is without factoring in FSD sales. So I think that's incredible to take just Tesla's Cybertruck and compare it to a whole other multi-billion-dollar corporation, and Cybertruck's already winning. This just in, Tesla has started inviting people to order the non-Foundation Series Cybertruck starting at $79,900.
Being under $80,000 means that they may be eligible for the $7,500 federal tax credit.
So that's $73,000 roughly.
On Tesla's website, as of this recording, I couldn't see how to buy anything other than the Foundation Series, but with invites going out, I believe that may change soon.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people on X who are getting their non-Foundation Series, including Dr. Know-It-All. He said, engineering is the science of compromise. In a car, you get acceleration or comfort or sportiness or range or agility, but you can't have them all. But Tesla somehow managed all of them with the Cybertruck. How is that even possible? Tesla engineers are magicians.
And Elon said Cybertruck is special.
And people are asking, are there any changes to the non-Foundation Series Cybertruck?
Funny you should ask. Gregor Truck on X pointed out a few. He said there have been some slight changes to non-Foundation Series Cybertrucks. Check out the first landed non-Foundation Series Cybertruck pics here.
Okay, so this first one about the Squircle says airbag on the right side next to the horn. I checked, and we also have that same thing that says airbag. So that's not true. But silver is different on the Squircle. Okay.
What's Squircle? Okay.
Of course, there's no Foundation badging on the sides of the truck. There's a lower center console that no longer has silver inlay. And there's no more bed rings.
Bed rings?
Yeah, you know, if you want to attach things to the bed.
Oh, like the D rings that you ratchet strap
Now,
to.
the good news is you can buy those on Tesla's store page. I think they're $40, so it's not a big deal. And I think, as we were talking about the other day, some people don't even want the bed rings because they're not going to use it as a pickup truck.
It's just adding weight, man. Think of all the horsepower. There's also no rubber floor mats included, which was included on the Foundation series.
But as so many people have pointed out, there's still a rivet on the acceleration pedal. Yes. Because the glue was somehow not working all the time and it was slipping, so they solved it with a rivet. But here's a list of what came included in the Foundation series.
So basically, you got $17,300 worth of stuff for $20,000, or a premium of around $2,600.
But wait, actually, we're also supposed to get an off-road light bar, which hasn't arrived yet, but it is included. So I don't know what that costs, but that would also mean you're getting that as well. Oh, and speaking of accessories for Cybertruck, did you see the Cybertruck cooler? I just noticed that the other day when I was on their site.
And it's only $700. Perfect.
Little pricey.
Wow.
I thought it was an actual like plug-in cooler. It's not. It's just a cooler.
It's just
fits in the front.
It's literally just plastic and foam, like every other cooler on it. But
so
it looks
cool.
It looks cool. Fits in the front.
Yeah.
So just, I mean, what do normal coolers cost?
I feel
$400.
I think $50 and some adhesive glue, and you're all set to make your own cooler. But whatever. Maybe
you can make your own like making a cooler. Everyone's like, oh, this cooler's a Yeti. Coolers are literally just
foam,
a plastic clamshell case and filled with foam. Okay, but do you think we should get it?
No.
No? Okay. Have you heard about the Cybertruck recall?
I heard the Cybertruck got recalled.
I knew that Teslas were unreliable and unsafe. The Cybertruck recall.
Calm down, people. Yes, as NHTSA said in its recall notice, 27,185 Cybertrucks that were produced between November 13th of 2023 and September 14th of 2024 are affected by the recall, and that also gives us a good production number.
Although only 1% were estimated to actually have the defect.
The issue is described as follows. On certain affected vehicles, under certain conditions, the vehicle system, including the rear view image, may not complete a shutdown process before the system is commanded to boot up. If the driver starts a backing event before the vehicle system completes its shutdown and boot up, the rear view image may not display within 2 seconds of placing the vehicle in reverse as required by FMVSS 111 S6.2.3.
But guess what? Tesla's already fixed the problem. And nobody even had to get off the couch.
That's right, because within days of the problems being noticed, Tesla sent out an over-the-air software update that fixed the problem. But it's a recall!
It's a recall! Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. They already fixed it. You didn't have to take it into the service center. They just... And over-the-air update, it's done.
And if you want to learn about recalls and other cool things like Cybertruck front coolers and stuff like that, go to the Cybertruck Owners Club. They have all of this and more from actual owners, and they've got their reservation trackers so you can see when you're getting yours. Although on the website it says you can get them in October, so I don't think there's any more wait.
That's October's right now.
Yes, it is.